the rich don't spend time, they invest time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They don't spend time, they invest time. So for you to have been here, you have chosen to invest time because you are investing for future. What you're going to get today from the slide and all the information packaged together for you, if you don't need it now, you still need it in the future. So you are sowing a seed in your time. And for example, how many of us know that when you sleep too much, it steals from you?
Yeah.
When you sleep too much, sleep steals. That's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The rich and the poor, we have 24 hours. So why are some doing well and the other not doing well? What they do with their time. Let me give you this example. If you have, in 24 hours in a day, you have 24 hours. And 1/3 of that 24 hours is what? 8 hours. Yes? 1/3 of 24 hours is 8 hours. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. And they will tell you, you have to sleep for 8 hours. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to sleep is bad. Sleep, relax. But there are times the rich, when they are sleeping, they are making money. But when you sleep too much, it's bad. Put it that way. Let me put it that way. It's bad. If you are to spend 75 years in your lifetime and you sleep for 8 hours every day, 1/3 of that 75 years is 25 years. So you have slept for 25 years. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Out of 75 years, you have slept 25 years. So what you do with your time is very, very important. And the last one here is the mentality. That's the major difference between the rich and the poor. The way they think, their thinking pattern. And before you can change how, would have loved to have this thing on there. Sorry, just to case there. Yeah, before you can change how an individual behaves, you must first of all influence his thinking pattern. The way he thinks. And every one of us, what we have today, everything in our hand today, is a product of the way we think. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And when we begin to think better, we get better. So, and the moment you begin to think, it goes straight to how you live. And how you live is the way you become. But everything goes back to the information you get, such you're getting now. The information you get is very, very vital. And I tell you, I will try my possible best to be of great value to everyone today. The little that I know, I will share with everyone. So your mentality is very important. And what quality information does is that it stretches your imagination. It lets you think wider, beyond where you are. And before anyone could change position, you need to change your mentality. Before you need to cross to be a millionaire. No one is poor here, but on that, I'll be showing you a chart. On that chart, before you cross from that level to the other side, you need to change the way you think, your thinking pattern. And that's what everyone is going to be experiencing today. So, very quickly, there are 3 types of education: academics, professional, and financial. This is what we do in school. This is when you want to become a specialist. And this is missing in our schools. And that's why we're here. And that's what I'm trying to take. Financial education is really, really missing. Many of us have the idea of money. And most of our idea about money is what we learned from our parents or loved ones around us. So they'll tell you money is scarce. You need to work hard to get money. But the rich don't think that way. You need to work very, very hard to get money. And as we go on, you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. Before we proceed, I just want us to do some definitions so that when I begin to speak, you will be familiarize yourself with all these things. So there is no wrong or right answer. When you hear the word financial freedom, what comes to your mind? Anybody? Just anybody?
Debt free.
Sorry? Debt-free, yes.
Lots
Any
of
other?
money.
Sorry, lots of money, yes.
Luxury.
Luxury, yes. That's it.
You have more than you need.
That's correct. Yeah, everybody is correct. So, what's financial freedom to me really means, like she said, you have more than you need. You have more assets than liability. More asset than liability. And financially bound is the opposite.
You don't have money.
Sorry?
You don't have money.
Is the opposite.
You have more liabilities than assets.
You have more
Liabilities.
ways that which money comes out of you than what you are getting in. So you are still financially bound. That's the meaning, and that's the definition. Passive income. Anybody, have you heard the word passive income before? Passive income. That is money you are not physically working for, but it comes constantly every time. You are not physically there working it, but the money comes in. You know, residual income, if you heard about it, that's as a result of loyalty. What you have done in the past, when you invest when you invest your money, asset and things like that, then you begin to get residual income. It comes in either you do anything else or not. Residual income begins to come. Then assets. We're all familiar with that. Assets.
What you've got.
Sorry?
All what you have.
All what you have, yes.
What you've got.
What you've got, yes. Anybody?
The things that bring you money.
Yes, good. Asset is what puts money in your pocket. A liability is what takes money
Going
out of your pocket. Anything, either you work or not, brings money to you is an asset. But anything that takes money out of your pocket is a liability to you. And pyramid. Have you heard the word pyramid before? Yes?
It's
Pyramid, anybody?
like a hierarchy. Or
You put money in,
Yes,
they double it. Yeah.
Yeah. Most people think networking is pyramid. No, it's not. In pyramid, no product is involved. They will tell you, you bring money, invest your money, bring another person money, they will give you out of that money, and at the end of it, it collapses on top. But when product is involved, but what people miss is that when they see the truth, they say, okay, I'm going to bring somebody, you're going to be, that's pyramid. No. When product is involved, it's not pyramid. It's legal. It's legal, and this is how to grow a team, grow a business, and things like that. So, okay. Can you see very well?
No.
You should switch off the lights. Is it this?
Mean that you can be better. Any level. Any level you are now, you can still be better. Let me give this example. If you take, for instance, you came here with a car, means of transportation. You came here with a car. There are better level of coming here. Maybe the car you came here with is an ordinary car. There are Bentley, there are Jeep and all that. And when they are train, that's another level of transportation. Helicopter, private jet. So any level anyone is now, you can be better. And that's why we said strategies for financial progress. So no matter your financial status, you can still get better. Either you are rich, you can still be richer. Does that make sense? So by introduction, the strategies of the one who is hardworking leads to these three things: extremely plentiful, over sufficient quantity or supply, affluence, or wealth. So when you are hard work, when you put hard work in what you do, these are the three things you get. it is the quality of the work you input that determines what you get. The quality of work determines your worth. And for any accomplishments in any field of endeavor, it's at the cost of your commitment. So hard work don't kill. It is wrong word that kill. Does that make sense? When you're working too hard, I was sharing with my brother when we were coming. If you work too hard, you don't love what you do, it wears you out. Many of us go to work not because we love what we do, but because we have to pay bills. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I speaking your mind?
Yeah.
You understand? We go to work just because, the bills are there and the children are there, expenses. That's why we go to work. We don't love what we do. And that's what we're trying to say. Not that when you work hard in the areas that things that you love to do, your result will be all these things. But for some people who make decision just very quick, you understand, they end up to poverty. There are, let me just show yours. I'm not sure if, okay. There are 4 kinds of people in the world. There are people that are right. There are people that are comfortable. There are people that want to be liked. And there are people that want to win. You see, the people that are here, it's what we're talking about. Before you show them anything, they've already concluded. They really change. You can't change them. And those are the people you meet in your business. And as you go, these are the people you meet. No matter what you tell them, show them your statement that you are making money. They are not moving anywhere. They won't change. This set of people, they are too comfortable. House burning, whatever, they're still there, open on the TV, open, you understand, switching from one channel to another. They are not bothered. After all, the government is there, benefit. This set of people wants to be liked. Because you're not joining the business, I won't join. These are the set of people. But these people are the people with the mentality of winning. They want to win. No matter how many times they fall down, they still want to win. And those are the people you get as you do your business. So these people are the people we're talking about. They jump to conclusion and all that, and they tell you no. And at the end of it, they are not worth anything. Yes, this is called cash flow quadrant. How many of us are familiar with Robert Kiyosaki? You know Robert Kiyosaki? Yeah, it's my mentor. And I don't know if any one of you has read his book. He's the author of Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Yeah. So this particular one is it will enlarge your mentality when it comes to network business and all that. So this is called cash flow quadrant. And we have 4 kinds of people in business. This set of people, they are called the employee. This one are the self-employed. That is a big business, and this investor. When you are an employee, you have a job. You go to work. Most of us are raised to be an employee. Go to school, go to work, get a good job and all that. We are raised as employee. And if you want to put in more effort, you become this. And that was why I said professional education. You become a specialist and all that. But when you are this part of the quadrant, you are limited. The people that are on this part of the quadrant are working for those people on the other side. Because this B stands for big business. And the I stands for investors. So when you are here, no employer, when you still remain here, no employer will teach you to be wealthy. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. No employer would want to teach you to be rich. They would rather teach you to be a good employer, hardworking employee. That's what they do. Send you to training and all that. But until you change your thinking pattern before you cross over, and that was what I was talking earlier on, until there's a shift in your way of thinking before you cross over to that place. And that is what they reach. This is where they are. big business from 500 upwards staff. They make people to work for them. And here they make their money to work for them. And that is what most of us are lacking in the things we do. You got a job, you have your time for money. You have your time, you make more money. You make people to work for you, you get more money. And what the rich does is that they surround themselves with these people. These people are the smart guys. The rich people will surround themselves with them to make them get more money for them. And what they do here is that they use their money to make more money, investing and all that, and you do it all over and over again. And it will surprise you that 95% of the population are here. Why 5% are there? And look at this. 95% of the population fighting for 5% wealth. Why the 5% of the population are enjoying 95% wealth? Yeah, that is you. But when you are here, let me show us one thing very quickly. My time is running out. When you are here, when you have a job, income is there, and this is how it looks like if you are still there. Your income, expenses, and you have a job. When income comes to you, and expenses is there, say for instance you have a mortgage or something like that, and the job is no more there, it means no income is coming, and with the expenses it's still going to be there, and this one is still going to be there. So that's what we're talking about. When you are here, you need to start thinking how to be here, how to become a millionaire. Start thinking of how to create an empire for yourself. Do you understand? And that's how the rich get richer, because they don't need to be there to make money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's go on. 95% of the population of people under this 95%, 54% of them are broke, and 5% are still working, while 34% are dead. And on the other side of the population, 4% are financially free, and 1% are wealthy. But let me just quickly take us back one step. Here, this is where network business comes in. You know, remember I said 500 upward staff, then you have a big business. This is where MLM comes in. When you are in network business, because of the networking, in a short period, you can get staff of 500 and more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
By the number of people under you. And you remember we said people working for you. So everyone under you, they are making money for you. So that's the mentality of the rich. They rather make people and money work hard for them rather than working hard for money. You understand? This is where network business comes in. And when people say network business, they think, oh, it's all about selling. No, it's about your a leadership skill. It begins to come out. Personal development. It's not all about selling. You understand? The best in you begin to come out. That is network business. Because each level is a leader to the one under them. Does that make sense? Each upline is a leader. And as a leader, you need to show courage and all of that before you become a good leader. And that's what we're talking about. There are 3 types of income: earned income, active or portfolio, residual income, just like we said. So these 2 people still get earned income, and those ones get portfolio. Like you have a house, you sell it, and you don't have to pay any tax on it. Just like that. And that is what some of the things that the rich are enjoying. They will say the rich evade tax. It is not it is not that they hate tax, but the way they think is different to us. What they do is that this is their financial statement. They reach financial statements when they, because this is asset and this is liability. So income, expenses. So the rich, what they do is that they create assets, build assets. An asset comes from here, it gives them income. So they don't have to work to get income. Their asset brings income to them. And what they do, what people say, oh, they don't pay tax and that. What they do is that they create incorporations, factor so many things in. And at the end of it, legally, they might end up not paying tax. Does that make sense? But everyone that is still on this part of the quadrant, before your money comes to you, the tax goes off. And they will take what they think belongs to them. Do you understand that? The government will take what they think belongs to them. And at the end of it, when they give you tax refund, or what's it called? They will give you what they think after taking your money for 2 years, 3 years. You know, if you have that kind of money, you could have invested with it. So that is what we're talking about. And we need to start thinking about that. And until your thinking is re-engineered, you cannot move from this part of the corner to that part until you change the way you think. But people are there that they just want to work, and work. When the job goes off, all the other things remain. And they'll be like, what do I do next? And Robert Kiyosaki said, network marketing is the 21st century business. So you rather dive into it now and start making moves, because you will get to another century, something else will be, you understand? So let's move on very quickly. There are 3 kinds of people: the consumer, the savers, and the investors. You go to job, you give your time and energy, they give you wages, and you spend everything. And this is a financial statement for a consumer. Remember, income, expenses, assets, and liability. When job comes in, income comes in, what they do is that they spend all the money. Nothing left. And that's very dangerous. Spending 100%. But the second type of people are savers. And why this is better than the other ones and invest. That's why they are better off. But it was good to save money before 1974, when the gold standard was still, when the gold standard was still backing money. But what we have now is not money. It's called currency. And it's called fiat currency, because the gold standard has been removed. Let's just do something very quickly. I don't know if I don't want to use my 20 pounds, so that you will not say I wrote it. There's something in there that I'm not supposed to read. I can't really see it now again. It states there that if the bearer present this,
Yes.
you understand? I don't know if you present it, it will give you worth of 20 pounds. So this is not 20 pounds, but this is backed up by the government, so that you can. It works. It's a legal tender, but it's not the 20 pounds. The 20 pounds is in gold and silver. Does that make sense? So it was good to save money before 1974. But why this set of people are better? The investors are your time and work, blah blah blah. You get saving, you spend less than 100%. What you do is that you invest with your money. And when you are in network business, you are building business assets, because it gives you money either you work it or not. When you work hard, remember I said your work is equal to your work. The labor you put into your work determines what you are worth. So when you invest with that savings, it builds wealth for you. And it's a continuous thing. You take it back just like that, and like that, and like that. You understand? And that is why the rich get richer and the poor remain the same. Does that make sense? The rich get richer and the poor remain the same. And there are some few things I would have loved to share about with our time. So many people believe that mortgage is an asset. How many believe mortgage is an asset? Mortgage is an asset. Mortgage is an asset. Yes, mortgage is an asset. But I'll just show us a few things before I round up now. You see, mortgage is an asset to the bank, not to you. So when we are thinking, we need to be smart with what we are thinking. Mortgage is an asset to the bank. This is the bank, and this is you. When income comes, it goes like that. Under, you don't remember our definition for liability, anything that takes money out of your pocket. So your mortgage will be here. But anything that puts money in your pocket is an asset. To the bank.
Is an
To the
asset.
bank, mortgage is here. And it brings money into them. To you, it comes this way, and it goes that way, and it goes that way. So until you finish paying your mortgage, it's not an asset. Does that make sense? Until you complete the term, it is not an asset yet.
Period.
So if you're servicing a mortgage, don't think you are, because when your job goes off, you know mortgages, you still have to pay it. If not, they will take over it. You understand? So, but people are missing, oh, I've got an asset, I have a mortgage. No, until you finish paying it, because it becomes an asset. But if you have like 2, 3, and maybe one of them, you have a tenant and is able to pay for the other 2, you understand? Let's say 2. You have one, and that one is able to pay for that without you physically taking money out of your pocket, then you have an asset. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I've come to the end of the